Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're watching from, this is Jacqueline Kinoti, your transformational life coach. So today I'll be talking about a very sensitive topic about suicide. There are a lot of cases that have been reported that teenagers or youth are committing suicide or even adults are committing suicide. And so what makes someone to arrive at a point that they want to end their life? Um, uh, and when I talk about suicide, suicide is in that position that a person wants to end their problem. But what they do, what is wrong is that they choose a permanent solution for the problems that they are going through. So what could have triggered someone to come to a decision that I no longer want to live when the problem are so overwhelming, but at the present problem that happening at that point are making this person uh, want to end their life, or maybe there is issues that have been accumulating that they have not been dealing with, that could be triggered maybe by maybe a loss or something that could have happened along the way that has made this person, these things is too much. The cup is filled, it is overflowing, and I can't take it anymore. So we need to understand, or we need to ask ourselves what is making many people commit suicide. And I will start by saying there are a lot of buried pain, there are a lot of buried pain that has not been dealt with. There are a lot of unprocessed emotion that many people have not been able to address. So, and when I talk about this buried pain and these unprocessed emotions, they are coming as a result. Maybe someone is being abused. When I talk about abuse, it can be either physical, it can either be emotional abuse, it can also be either sexual abuse. Or when I talk about that, this buried pain or unprocessed emotion can also be as a result of maybe rejection, maybe they're rejected, maybe there is neglect, or maybe there is household stresses that are coming in about, maybe the parents are not in good financial or position that I can cater the needs of these student or the student, or maybe there is domestic violence, or maybe the parent is mentally ill, or maybe the parent is abusing drugs, or maybe there is the loss of loved one, maybe there is separation, there is divorce, maybe there is a constant migration. Maybe you're having friends there, within a short time then you migrate to another places. So when these things are not dealt with, the impact of these things, when they are not dealt with, now that where a person is living with buried pain, the person is living with unprocessed emotions. Now it is like you are filling your cup, the cup is being filled, many things come along the way that contribute to this pain, that makes this pain so much impacting. For example, when now you have this pain, you've been abused, maybe rejected, maybe the parent, and there is no trauma that can be difficult like the one that is inflicted by the person that you call the parent or the person that you call the caregiver. So it's very difficult to navigate, especially the person that is supposed to offer you support, or the person that is supposed to give you the safety or to provide a safe environment is the same person that is abusing you. So now these things have happened. This child has not been given the support that they need to take care of themselves or to navigate through. And so maybe they go to school. There's so much pressure to succeed. There may be financial difficulties. You are worried where the parent is going to get the school fees from, because you know the situation at home is not that favorable. Or maybe you left, maybe there is divorce, the parents are not together. Now the child feels that maybe it is their fault. So much conflict is happening in the family, and they're not in a position to handle it. So, or maybe you left the parent who is sick, you don't know who is going to take care of them, because you as the child, or you are the one who was the caregiver to this parent. And so there is so much stress, maybe the loss of loved one, and you have not supported. Most people forget that the children are emotional too, and therefore they only tend to support, or maybe to cancel only the adult, and forget that the most person that is impacted is the child, because they feel free. Perhaps it is their fault this parent is normal. Perhaps they feel it is their fault that maybe my parents have divorced. And so as a society, we need to understand that children are emotional beings. Children are emotional beings, and they need to be heard. They need to be addressed. They need to be listened to, because every person craves to be seen, to be loved, and to be heard. There is no person who doesn't crave for those things. And so when you're denying a child the chance to be to hear them, the chance to for them to express themselves, they turn that pain inside them. They turn that pain inside them, and now they keep acting in silence. And when the cup is so full and the cup is overwhelming, now that's where the problems comes in about. This person is carrying all this pain. This person, perhaps they have been sodomized, they have been raped, they have been exposed to rejection, they have been abused by the same people that they are supposed to trust. Then they are met with the pressures, maybe from the society, the pressure to succeed, the pressure to achieve 1, 2, and 3, where they have been exposed to so much expectation that they cannot be able to meet. They are not keeping up with their self, because they want to make these other people happy. Most of the parents that they have unhealed issues, of they have unsolved issues. They want their child to do what they were not able to accomplish, and therefore they submit their children to so much expectation. Or maybe this child is suffering and they want a safe place that they can talk, but the parents are not there to provide that. I usually say that the parent is not always right. Sometimes we have to address our issues so that we can embrace conscious parenting. And sometimes providing, don't say to your children that you buying them all this and this. Sometimes it's not the material things that matter. What matters is providing emotional support to the child. What if you provided the kind of food, but you're always quarreling this child, you're always shaming this child, you're always belittling this child? Even if you're buying all the kind of food, will it be beneficial to this child? Because you may be providing this food, but the child cannot be able to eat because of the emotional stress that the person is going through. So as the parent, as you're saying you're going to providing, you're giving them excuses of what you are doing to sacrifice for them. Also, you need to provide an opportunity for them to express. Have a time that you can talk with your child, listen to them, have a date with your child so that you can hear them out. And even in the society, we need to stop stigmatizing our children. If the child says that they have a problem, don't keep on blaming other things without dealing with the reality. So we need to understand these things are happening in the society. Abuse is happening, rejection is happening, neglect is happening. So many households are dysfunctional, and we have to address that. As we handle the cases, we need to address the root cause, because the symptoms of behaviors that you are seeing on the surface, they are communicating of something that is deeper underlying, that has not been dealt with. So I believe that we can curb, or we can control the cases of suicide if we address the underlying root causes. because I've been talking about early childhood experiences are very vital. They are very important in determining how the brain development is happening. And that's what determines if your child and they are not going to be a success or a struggle. So we need to go back to the root. We need to go back to the root, to the foundation, and understand how was the foundation laid. What kind of experiences do you expose your child to? Because I believe as a society, if you have to curb the problems that are ongoing, if you are to curb these suicidal cases, then we have to provide a safe environment that our children can be in, a safe environment that you can able to, they can be able to be guided or supported in order to live with the pain or the impact or the imprint that the trauma has caused them. So it is very important to understand that before you label a child, you say they are aggressive, you say this child is not a child. First of all, understand the kind of foundation that has been laid on that child or the kind of experiences that this child has been exposed to. So I believe the suicidal cases can be curbed. I believe if we have a society as maybe the teachers, maybe the religious organization, they are the parent, if we all take responsibility and handle the pain that we have so that we cannot be projecting the pain to the young ones, then I believe we can raise some better society and a better generation so that we can't be projecting the pain that we have. We can't blame on the people that have not cut us. So if you have unnamed issues, if you have unresolved pains that you have not dealt with, you keep on bleeding on people that never cut you. And so we need to raise a generation that we people, we need to embrace conscious parenting by healing our unresolved issues as a society so that we can able to break these early generation patterns. So I believe I believe it is important. I believe it is possible to transform our society. I believe it's possible to curb these suicidal cases if we are able to address the issues at the root cause, at the foundation. We need to ask ourselves, instead of what is wrong with you, we need to ask ourselves what happened along the way. So this person can be like 1, 2, and 3. Don't wait until the problem is so overwhelming or the problem is too much. That is when you want to solve it, and it is too late. We can still begin now and address the root issues. We need to see the problem as it is. This problem of wanting to have a perfect public image there, but inside the families, people are dying inside, they are hurting inside because there is not that safe haven that they can able to express or talk about what is going inside them, because there is a lot of stigma. But I should say, even that if there is stigma, don't hurt in silence. You can speak out, you can seek help, because you never know. You're just speaking out, you're giving someone the courage to speak out what they are going through, or someone somewhere there will help you. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.